Hello and welcome to Saki Tech. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install Ubuntu onto a laptop using a USB flash drive. So we're going to do a step-by-step process here. I'm going to go to the Ubuntu website, download the Ubuntu ISO image, then I'm going to burn the ISO image onto this USB key, and then I'll take this USB key and plug it into a laptop, and then we're going to install Ubuntu on the laptop. So the first step we're going to do, we're going to download Ubuntu operating system ISO, put it on this USB hard drive. It's going to be bootable. So then we're going to plug this into a laptop, and then we'll install Ubuntu Linux onto the laptop. So let's switch to my computer over there. And the first step, I'm going to show you everything step by step, from downloading to burning to taking the USB key and putting it into the laptop. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this to this computer. Okay, so if you have a USB key right now, plug it into your computer. Okay, so now that I've switched to my computer, I am at ubuntu.com. I'm going to show you exactly where to go. Go to download, and what we're going to do is we're going to download Ubuntu Desktop. So just click that, and then from here, you have two options. You got Ubuntu 12.10 or Ubuntu 12.04 LTS. This actually is a better operating system with some extra features. You can download this if you want. It really doesn't matter. You do this once, you can do it forever. So you can keep trying this or that. They're both free. So I want you to choose a flavor. Here it says, it says 32-bit is recommended. If it's recommended, just get that one. So in my case, I will download the Ubuntu 12.04 LTS 32-bit recommended version. I already have this downloaded, so all you have to do is click this and follow the prompts. Okay, so the next step is to get a program which we're going to use to burn the Ubuntu ISO image we just downloaded onto the USB key that is currently plugged into my system. So this is where I want you to go. You go to pendrivelinux.com/universal universal-USB-easy-as-1-2-3. If you go here, this is the software I want you to download. This software makes it very, very easy to burn copies of ISO images to CDs or USB keys or whatever you need to do. So at the bottom here is the download link. Just click that, download it, and install it. Okay? And I'll show you exactly what to do to burn this whole thing. Be right back. Okay, so both of the files that we need are downloaded. This is the Universal USB installer 123, and this is the Ubuntu ISO. Actually, you don't have to install this. You just run this straight from your desktop. I just put these files here to make it easy for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. So just click this, and click yes, agree, and all you have to do is you pick the version of the Ubuntu that you downloaded. I did the 12.04 desktop version, so I'm clicking this, and then you have the option to download the ISO right here if you want to. I don't need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to browse to the ISO image that's sitting on my desktop right here. Desktop, here it is. Click open, and it loads right here. And the only other thing you need to do is you need to select your USB flash drive letter. So mine is F, I know that for a fact. You guys can just go to your computer to make sure about that. Once you're done, click create, let the whole process run, and you're actually done. Then you can pull out that USB stick, and that USB stick has Ubuntu on it, and it's bootable. Alright, thank you. I'll be right back. Okay, so as I've said, the USB stick is now ready. So I have a USB hub right there. I'm going to lean over here and pull it out. And this is the USB stick that in fact now has Ubuntu Linux on it. I can take this and plug it into a laptop, and then I can actually install the Ubuntu onto the laptop. I'm going to show you that process next. Okay, so here's my laptop, And what I'm going to do, before you plug in the USB stick into the laptop, you need to go to the BIOS settings of your laptop and make sure that it boots using a USB stick or a USB flash drive. And I'm going to show you how to do that. When you power on your system, there's a little shortcut key you got to press. It could be F2, F8, F10. It takes you to the BIOS settings. So in my case, it's F2. So I'm going to power this guy up. Keep pressing F2. And as you can see, I am now in the BIOS settings. And most of the time, you have to go to the, let's just go up a little bit here. Okay, perfect. You have to go to the boot menu, and you can use your arrow keys just to go back and forth. In fact, there's a little help menu right here. It shows you how to do what. So you press the arrow, you go to boot, and make sure you bring USB storage stick. It could also say USB flash drive to number 1. So that means if you have a USB stick attached to your laptop, it will boot from this USB stick, which in this case, it's going to load up Ubuntu Linux. Okay, so when you do this, you have to save it. So in my case, if you look at the bottom here, it says F10 to save and exit. And that's what I'm going to do. Yes. And then I'm just going to shut it off. Okay, and next I'm going to go ahead and install Ubuntu. So let's plug in the USB stick to the side. So I'm plugging the stick is being plugged right here on the side. Power cord back in. Press power. Okay, let me just fix this up. Okay, as you can see, the installer for Ubuntu came up, and using the arrow keys, oh, what happened? Okay, so by default it's loading the basics. Let's take a look at this whole thing. There you go. This actually loaded the Ubuntu Linux straight from the USB stick. You can do that too. When you don't press anything, it by default launches Ubuntu. But when you do that right here, it actually says that you can, if you click this, you can install Ubuntu. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and from here on, to be honest, it's a very easy process. All you have to do is click, you pick your language and you click continue. And then just follow the prompts here. I'm just going to leave everything default because this isn't just a test system. Continue. And then it wants you to pick a network, but I'm not going to pick anyone right now. I'm just going to do I don't want to connect to a Wi-Fi network right now. And click continue. Okay, so I have Windows Vista already installed on this computer. So it's giving me an option. It wants you to install Ubuntu alongside Windows Vista or replace Windows Vista with Ubuntu. I can do either one or something else, another option. What I'll do is I'll do a dual boot installation. So I'll click this first one. Now if you didn't have anything on the computer, we just go start installing the whole machine. So click continue. And then it wants me to create a partition. Allocate drive space by dragging the divider below. Let me see which one I want to use here. So I have one drive. I'm going to split that. I'll do 60 gigs. Okay, install now. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go back, and I'm just gonna actually replace Windows with Vista with Ubuntu. I can put Vista back on later. So I'm just gonna click this, click continue, and my file size is 250 gigabytes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click install right now. Yes, maybe you can see a little bit better if I twist it over. Okay, so it's copying the files. And while the files are being copied at the bottom here, you can up here choose other options and keep clicking continue. So it says pick the location you're in. I'm just going to do New York, and I'm going to click continue. And then I can select my keyboard language and keyboard type, click continue. And then it wants me to put a name, so I'll just do a test system. In fact, let's do it this way. Let's do count. Okay, and then password. I'm just going to pick a basic password here. Weak password. Confirm the weak password. And require my password to log in. Okay, click continue. Wow, it actually has a webcam. Forget about that. Pick a astronaut image, click continue. Okay, so now the process continues and you are installing Ubuntu. It says almost finished copying files. Okay, so what I did was I paused the video because it was going to take a long time for the installation to complete, but now it's complete. It says installation has finished. You can continue testing Ubuntu. This is the test portion. So, but until you restart the computer, any changes you make or documents you save will not be preserved. So I'm not going to do continue testing. What I'll do is I will restart now. Okay, run Ubuntu. Tell you what, I'm gonna actually go ahead and I'm gonna pull this out. Okay, because this is already stuck into my device, it keeps loading from the USB. So I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna power this off. I'm gonna restart it. See what happens. And there we go. So you have to remove the USB stick from the computer after you're done installation, because the computer keeps trying to boot from the USB, and we're done with the USB. We actually installed Ubuntu onto the laptop, so the laptop is ready to go. Okay, there you go. So it's now loading the operating system that we installed on our hard drive, and then it asked me for my password. And there it is. There is Ubuntu completely installed on this laptop using a USB key. And just to give you a quick glance, you got the Firefox here. You've got LibreOffice. It's a word processor. You also have a calculator. You got a, what is this? presentation software, kind of like PowerPoint, and a bunch of other things. So, well, this is up to you to play with. This video has come to the end. We have done what we were supposed to. If you guys have any questions, just ask me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be putting more and more videos up just like this one. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys.